6. Our selective admissions packet is available now. Apply by March 20, 2026 to take the next step toward your nursing career. Your calling is to care. Ours is to help you get there. Visit wccc.me.edu to learn more. Washington County Community College. Discover choices. Create success.
Back at the Cross Insurance Center, Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, Jay Baines, courtside here in the Wireless Zone broadcast booth. Wireless Zone, your locally owned Verizon authorized retailer at 570 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Let's get the keys to today's game from Ernie Clark.
Washington Academy's got to get Noah Falkingham more involved than he was in the quarterfinal. He's been their leading scorer and rebounder throughout the season. Held to just 8 points by Foxcroft. They had a pretty good defender on him, but still, he needs to get more involved to go along with. They got contributions from most everybody else. Parker Cates came up big. Wanamaker had 9 points, and of course, we mentioned Luis Rosa in the last segment. He's coming off the bench for WA. And for Caribou, boy, they just been so smooth all year round, really. Only had one game when they really kind of got blown out. That was against Foxcroft midway through the season. But they have bounced back strongly with a fairly veteran cast back from last year's team. They lost some players, but in Corrigan and Landon Belanger, they've got 2 leaders. And we've got a stoppage here because of something on the floor. And we'll see. This decal here has been kind of coming up at times, the corners of it. And I don't know if that's what it's about or not. I'm going to take a giant piece of duct tape and go over the top of it, I guess. But
get a razor blade out.
Yeah, exactly. I've noticed that one of the officials last night was kind of trying to tamp a piece down. Yeah. And now they're coming over to talk to Kyle Corrigan, and that's what they're pointing to.
Yep.
Not pointing at us. We didn't do anything wrong that they're aware of. But it's got to do with you look at the Y. Look at the upper left tip of the Y there for one example.
Yep. Tournament coverage here on the ticket, presented by Harvey RV and Marine. Your next big adventure starts here. Shop new and pre-owned RVs and boats at harveyrvandmarine.com or visit them just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply on Outer Broadway in Glenburn.
Yeah, they're looking at the same spot that one of the officials tried to tamp down last night.
You're going to get some of the Cross-Center staff out here.
Need a little piece of little spare of scissors to cut that piece off, and then
or rip it off.
Yeah, well, if you rip it off, you might have the whole thing going.
All right, Ernie, why don't you give us the starting lineup?
Yeah, we can do that. Certainly, we can do that.
Some time.
For Washington Academy, wearing 0 is senior forward Jaden Mahar. Wearing number 1, junior forward Noah Falkingham. Parker Cates, a senior forward, wears number 4. Carter Wanamaker, a senior guard, wears number 12. And Blake Archer, a senior guard, wears number 14 for Coach Justin Crossman. For the Caribou Vikings, Landon Belanger, number 2, is a senior forward. Owen Corrigan, senior guard, number 5. Carson Richards, number 11, a senior guard. Chandler St. Peter, number 22, a sophomore forward. And Kobe Willett, number 33, a senior forward for Coach Kyle Corrigan.
Thank you, Ernie. Starting lineups brought to you by the Emily Ellis team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. They are proud supporters of local athletes and our communities. And should mention Ernie's keys to the game, brought to you by Whited Ford Truck Center, your home for work-ready trucks. Get to work with Whited. Well, at the very least, we're not going to, because they're not our sponsor, we're not going to mention their name, but
it's not their fault,
business,
anyways.
Right,
but, yeah.
The business that has their logo on the court here, certainly getting a lot of eyeballs on it.
Yeah, getting a little trim.
Finally, yeah. See, the razor blade or the knife is out.
Yeah.
Trimming her down. Our tournament coverage also presented by Midcoast Denture Design. Schedule tooth extractions and immediate dentures in Brewer or Ellsworth at midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com because everyone deserves an awesome smile.
I would suspect somebody during the warm-ups kind of came across it and felt the stick or whatever the different kind of feeling there is there, that because it was never an issue in the first game and never really came up in the flow of play last night, although one of the officials did become aware of it.
And that's the only logo that is a stick on. Obviously Paul Bunyan and the State of Maine outline are painted underneath the varnish or whatever they use to seal the floor, and the
There's one on the other side.
Company.
There's one on the other side in blue there.
That's the same thing.
That's this? Okay.
Yeah. All right, we are ready for some basketball. The tip is up, and it's going to be won by the Vikings and retrieved in backcourt by Carson Richards. Vikings working from right to left as we look out on the court.
Man-to-man defense for the WA Raiders.
Landon Belanger taking it to the hole. It's blocked. I don't know if that was Falkingham or Kate. Somebody got it.
It was kind of both of them. I don't know who you give credit for.
Left baseline, pass is tipped by Corrigan, but into the hands of Wanamaker. Carter, Wanamaker puts up the shot off the iron, no good. Swooping in for the board is Belanger for Caribou. Brings it up court. Richards steps back, right elbow. Shot no good, tipped out of bounds. It's going to be off of Belanger, and it will go to the Raiders. Justin Crossman, the coach of Washington Academy. Kyle Corrigan, of course, coach of the Caribou High School boys basketball program. Owen Corrigan, his nephew, had the big night in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Falkingham in front of us. Working against Colby Willett. Now, here's a pass to the left baseline. Shot up and off. No good there by Blake Archer. The senior guard couldn't get it to go. St. Peter at the other end for Caribou misses. Willett battling a couple of Raiders. And we're going to get a held basketball call. And the arrow will give it to WA. Washington Academy last won a gold basketball back in 2010.
That was Class C, because they bounced back and forth between C and B here. They've just come back down to C here this year.
Caribou, the defending champions in Class B, will not get a chance to defend their title.
No. No, they're not bitter about it.
No, just fine, as is the shot by Owen Corrigan. He drains it from the right elbow, and Caribou on the board first in this one. 2-0 Vikes with 6:15 left to go in the first quarter. Ball gets free, goes across the end line, lost by Cates, and it's going to go to Caribou.
Off his leg.
And we've got to tighten up some laces here. Colby Willett gives the thumbs up, and we are ready to go. Richards and Corrigan in the backcourt. Corrigan, the quarterback, likes to chew on that gum during the game. Willett on the left wing gives to Richards, replacing him in that spot. Out top, Belanger. Belanger crosses over into the paint, and a little finger roll for two from Landon. 4-0 Caribou.
Yeah, very impressive display of individual skills there between the crossover and the finger roll.
You don't see that a lot either.
No.
The finger roll and the pull-up. Pull-up J and finger roll there. Too boring.
Too old school.
Yeah. They also work. All right, WA trying to get on the board here. Falkingham backing in, spinning, maintaining that pivot foot. He got the shot up and down, and the foul is going to go against St. Peter. Chance for a three-point play here for Noah Falkingham.
I'm going to be honest. I thought he dragged that pivot foot at one point, but he was on that one pivot foot, moving in every conceivable direction for about 6 seconds before he went underneath the defender and finally got the shot and the foul.
It's like the old compass.
Yes.
He completes the three-point play.
It's big for WA to get Falkingham started, though, because he never did get started against Foxcroft.
St. Peter drains the three. Shot from out top, and it's now 7-3 Vikings. Here's a three put up and down by Jaden Mahar. Quick hitter there for the Raiders, and now a turnover by Caribou. And WA a chance to take the lead here. Jay's an engineer. That's what that was called, the little thing that spun around.
Compass?
Compass?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Haven't used one for a while. I just wanted to make sure. Come to think of it, I haven't seen anybody else use one for a while. That shot is missed, but there's Wanamaker. It's an air ball. And Wanamaker read it well. Carter reeling in the basketball and putting up off the window for two at the other end. Owen Corrigan floats one up for two. Is that score right? No. Can't be.
Should be. No, that's it.
That's it? Okay. Parker Cates from deep. Makes it 11-9, WA. Richards probing the right side. St. Peter for three off the side of the rim, no good. Buckingham rising high for the rebound. 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. Raiders up by 2. They are the number 5 seed in this Class C tournament. Caribou number 1. Wanamaker misses the three. Willett, long pass down court. In stride, Owen Corrigan lays it in.
And those long outlet passes are wonderful things.
Now Corrigan tips the pass all the way back to the end line, and Coach Crossman wants a 30-second timeout. Tourney 2026 here on the ticket, presented by the County Federal Credit Union, committed to strengthening local communities by supporting schools, teams, and hometown pride. And we're also presented by U.S. Army Recruiting, looking to expand your options for the future. The United States Army has a multitude of full and part-time career options. Text the letters CVL0 to 462-769 to learn more about the United States Army today. Well, I've made it through 4.5 quarters. I've yet to spill my coffee.
Are you saying you do?
Based upon experience, probably. All right, WA with the basketball. We're tied at 11. Wanamaker diving through the defense, drops it to the right block. Cates couldn't handle it initially, recovered, now gets it out to Buckingham, who will strike from the right wing. 14-11. Raiders leading the Vikings. Corrigan out top, steps right, puts up a shot, and he answers.
A little bit of a fadeaway there. Corrigan 4 of 4 from the field here in the first 5.5 minutes.
14-13. Raiders still with a 1-point lead. Mahar zips it left. Cates back to Mahar, puts up the three. No. Ball tipped around. Who's got it? It's going to be Willett for the Vikings. Gets it off to Corrigan. Takes it to the free throw line. Drops it down low to St. Peter, who puts it in.
Screen and roll there between St. Peter and Corrigan. And worked perfectly. Get Caribou back on top.
Cates feeling it. He hits a three, and the Raiders lead it by 2.
His second three of the first quarter of the big man.
Inside they go to St. Peter, this time falling away with a jump hook. It's good, and we are tied at 17. All kinds of action here in this first quarter between the Raiders and the Vikings.
Players on both teams have offensive freedom here.
Cates misses a three. Rebound to Richards for Caribou. Corrigan, step back three, around and off, no good. Rising high for the board is Mahar for Washington Academy. Wanamaker was dribbling through traffic there. We're going to get a Caribou foul.
Yeah, that's 2 on St. Peter. There's only been 2 fouls in the game, both of them on St. Peter, and now he's going to take a seat here with 1:18 left in the opening quarter.
Cates is going to check out of the ball game, and Luis Rosa into the game. He was an inspiring force in the quarterfinal win for WA. Wanamaker around the bend, now leaning in, too hard off the window. Rosa had the rebound briefly, lost it, but right into the hands of Wanamaker, who puts it home. Lead back to 2 for the Raiders. 55 seconds left. Kick out to Corrigan. Now he's going to push one up off the back of the rim, no good. Falkingham the rebound for WA. Outlet to Mahar, up ahead to Wanamaker in front of the Caribou bench. He's going to get tied up. No, foul. It's going to go against the Vikings. Could be on Declan Miller. Let's see. Nope, it's going to be on Landon Belanger. Our tournament coverage presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. WA with it. Long ways away from the basket. Mahar now top of the circle, bounces it to Rosa, who tried to pass it across the lane. Tough one to collect there, but it was done. Now a miss by Falkingham. Good catch there by Chase Cates, the sophomore guard for the Raiders. Just 20 seconds left. And it looks like Kyle Corrigan wants to go for the final shot. We are down to 13 seconds. Owen Corrigan with the basketball in front of the scorer's table.
Yeah, he wants
6 seconds. Wants a screen.
Yeah, that's all he wants.
Got it from Willett. Puts up the three off the back of the rim. No good. Tip by Willett. No good. Fall away shot by Willett. Comes up shy of the mark and came after the buzzer. And that will do it for the first quarter. Competitive one. WA 19, Caribou 17 here on the ticket.
Fresh seafood, classic American favorites, and signature cocktails for the adults. There's something for everyone. That's Pepper's Landing in Old Town. Enjoy daily specials like Dollar Oyster Night on Wednesdays and Kids Eat for Free on Thursdays. With a menu that appeals to the whole family and a fun open atmosphere, there's always a reason to visit. Nestled by the river, you might even spot a bald eagle while you dine. Stop by Pepper's Landing at 170 Main Street in Old Town and discover why it's a favorite spot for fresh food and a great time.
While some are chasing gold, Mainers like us are braving the cold, knowing warmer days are right around the corner. This is when the real work begins at Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn. Sales, service, preparation for unforgettable road trips and peaceful cruises on Maine lakes. We train for the best adventures yet to come. Are you ready? We are. At Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
Extra value meals are back. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer to find offers you won't want to miss. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark back with you. Owen Corrigan, first shot of the second quarter is no good from outside the arc. Rebound to WA. Raiders have been doing a good job on the glass. Here's Rosa colliding with Richards. And the foul is going to go against Lewis.
Luis picks up his first foul. First foul against WA. That wasn't the offensive foul. You might want to give him a little warning on the flop because that was quite a shot. I don't know who it was that took it, but he went down hard.
Luis with his first foul, first on WA early in the second quarter. Declan Miller will bring it into the front court. Corrigan now in the right corner. Willett deep on the left side. Corrigan now takes charge on the right side of the floor. Gets a screen from Willett. And he rolls to the hoop. Nice pass there by Corrigan. And the finish by Carter Willett.
It's the second time. Well, that's the second time Caribou has used that screen and roll. First time with Willett. I think the other time was St. Peter.
Yes. 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. Tied at 19. Luis Rosa backing in, spinning, putting up the shot, missed it, and the rebound to Declan Miller. Miller up the left side for the Vikings. Stops at the wing, out top to Corrigan, crosses over, gets deep, flips it up, missed it, followed by Colby Willett is good. 2-point lead now for Caribou. Here's Falkingham for three. He's got it. Well, Ernie, one of your keys was to get Noah Falkingham more involved in the offense. He's been involved in this one. Missed there by Willett. Had a clear lane to the hoop, just missed the layup, and Falkingham the rebound for WA.
Yeah, Falkingham already has exceeded his point total for the entire quarterfinal against Foxglove. He's got 9 here early.
Looking for another three around and out, no good. Out of bounds off of Washington Academy and Chase Cates. Mahar will check out. Parker Cates into the ball game for the Raiders. Corrigan beats the press. Now an advantage to Caribou and a layup for Owen Corrigan. Once he got past midcourt, he was home free. Took it in for two.
Picking up speed the entire time.
Going to get a foul on Richards for Caribou over in front of the Viking bench. No disagreement there from Coach Corrigan. Maine's basketball tournament began in 1922. Darling's history also began in the early 1900s. Tradition matters with dealerships in Bangor, Ellsworth, Augusta, Brunswick, and Newport. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Wanamaker picks it up finally. Now gets it to Rosa. Three is up by Chase Cates. That's going to be short. He knew it. Out of bounds off of the Raiders. Hit off the body there of Rosa.
Off the back of his shoulder.
He still was hopeful.
He was trying. He was trying. Can't blame him for that.
Nope. 5.5 left in the first half. 23-22. Caribou a slim lead. Corrigan looking to add to it. Too long with that 2-point attempt. And the rebound to the Raiders. They've been limiting Caribou to one shot.
Ooh.
And Wanamaker lost his footing there. Fortunately for him, the basketball went right to Rosa. Falkingham goes to Chase Cates. Shot from the free throw line, no good off the front of the rim, but a foul against Caribou. And checking in for the Vikings, it's going to be Dakota Tremblay.
I finally figured out what happened with this Valley tape thing, this logo tape situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's where that official was standing in the last game in front of us the entire time.
Just wore it out.
It was right about there.
Free throw no good from Chase Cates. He's got one more coming to him. Hoops, hometown pride, and hot subs. It's tourney time in Maine. Swing into Firehouse Subs, locally owned and operated at 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Fuel up with a hot, hearty sub before or after the game. Visit firehousesubs.com. Chase Cates hits the second attempt, so we are tied again, this time at 23. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Landon Belanger, bounce pass to the left baseline. Willette took it up strong, but missed the shot. He does get fouled, so Colby Willette will go to the free throw line. Make sure you're ready with a reliable truck or SUV from Quirk Motor City in Bangor. Shop their wide selection of quality pre-owned vehicles built for Maine roads and ready for whatever Mother Nature brings. It's your truck or SUV. Find it at Quirk Motor City, 377 Hogan Road, Bangor. Online at quirkauto.com. Colby Willette couldn't look.
No, he did hit the backboard.
He shot it, and he knew it was going to be bad, so he turned his head away from it.
Hit the bottom of the backboard below the rim to the left.
Oh, no, the pressure.
I don't know that Colby knows that, but that's what wound up happening. He wasn't watching.
That one closer, but no good. Didn't have to turn away from that one. Hit off the back of the rim before falling off.
No.
So an empty possession there for the Vikings. Still knotted at 23. 4:40 left in the first half. Parker Cates picks up his dribble right side. Sent it inside to Rosa. Now Wanamaker down the right side of the lane. Nothing there. Gives to Mahar. He tries to go between his legs, and now he's going to be knocked to the floor by Miller near the right side of the lane. And that is going to be the third team foul on the Vikings with 4.5 left to go here in half number one.
Yeah, Miller did a pretty good job defensively, but it was that one extra lunge that got him in trouble. Team foul number 3 on Caribou, just 2 for WA.
Pass comes into Falkingham, right wing, wide open, missed it, and directly out of bounds. And it's going to be Caribou basketball in this tie ball game. 23 all, 4:26 on the clock here in the second quarter. Tournament coverage brought to you by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Turnover for Caribou. So once again, Washington Academy a chance to take the lead. And they're going to give it back to the Vikings. Into the hands of Colby Willette. Miller in the corner. Corrigan drives left baseline. His runner will not go. And Falkingham, another rebound for WA. He's been busy on the boards.
Really has. Oops.
And he passed it to Mahar, who's saying, I wasn't even looking at you. Hit him in the side, and at the other end, it'll pay off for the Vikings. Landon Belanger lays it in. We get a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. 3:41 left in the first half. Caribou up by 2 on the ticket.
As the final buzzer sounds and you think about what's next, be sure to consider all your options. It's common not to know what those are. Let us help you discover how to be all you can be. You'll be surprised by the multitude of careers and benefits the United States Army and Army Reserve offer. You aren't committing to anything by reaching out. You're only committing to making a well-informed decision. Text CVL0 to 462-769. Again, text CVL0 to 462-769 to learn more about the United States Army today.
In the heart of Central and Down East Maine, there's a place where smiles are born and lives are transformed. Welcome to Midcoast Denture Design in Ellsworth and Brewer. If you need dentures, you need Midcoast Denture Design. Lindsay Young and her team specialize in all things dentures. From complete dentures to partial dentures, Midcoast Denture Design will give you the smile you've always dreamed of. They even accept Maine care too. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com to schedule your consultation today. Midcoast Denture Design in Ellsworth and Brewer, because everyone deserves an awesome smile.
He's a friend of mine. Take it easy. Take it
Welcome back to your tournament headquarters, Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket, 929theticket.com. On the Ticket app as well. A steal here by Miller for Caribou. Ahead, Belanger will send it down. Landon Belanger cupping that basketball. Sent it down through the cylinder, and it's now a 27-23 lead for Caribou. Parker Cates shovels it to Falkingham, deep on the left side. That's going to be a team control foul. Oh, Kyle Corrigan is jacked up over there, as is the entire bench for the Vikings.
Still echoes of the slam, I think, was a little bit of it. At least got him going.
Three ball is good by Owen Corrigan. Here come the Vikings. They're on a run. They lead it by 7. WA needs one here. Parker Cates throws up a 3. He drains it. Big hit there by the southpaw.
Yeah, they really did need that. This had a chance and still does in a way of getting away from him a little bit.
Missed there by St. Peter from just beyond the free throw line. Long rebound tracked down by the Raiders. And now a steal by Landon Belanger, laying in the weeds, took it away, deals it left, now gets it back. He's got 2. And the Vikings are up by 6. Nice job there between Belanger and Miller. Luis Rosa, Wanamaker, right corner, Mahar drives, tried to get it to Rosa. Looked like Mahar was right there for his shot.
Yeah.
Pass deflected, and the Vikings come away with it, stepping into a 3. Belanger thought he had it, but it's off the side of the rim, no good. And swooping in for the rebound is Cates for WA. 32-26, 1:45 left to go in the first half. Thanks for being with us here on your tournament headquarters. Wanamaker, fall away, left side, too strong. Into the hands of Colby Willett. Corrigan near the left elbow. Nice pass down low. And Willett missed the shot, maybe partially blocked there by Parker Cates.
I think it was.
A tie up underneath the basket. And the arrow going with the Raiders.
It was a really good job of Corrigan leading Willett to the rim with the pass. He threw it out there about 4 feet ahead of him and let him go chase it down, but didn't throw it very hard. And full court pressure here by Caribou now.
Lucas Scoville into the ball game for the Raiders. Almost another steal there by Belanger. Got through to Cates. Now in the half court. This is Archer. Blake Archer in the right corner. Now they work it to the left wing. Mahar gets the handoff. Here's a fall away shot by Cates. That's going to be wide of the mark. Rebound to Willett. Corrigan. 3, no good. And strong rebound there by Mahar for Washington Academy. Jaden Mahar, a senior.
Not a lot of scorers out there right now for WA. Wanamaker's sitting. Falkingham is sitting.
Ooh, that was going to be a tough pass. Didn't happen. A tie-up. It'll go to the Vikings. Nice sign of spring. You can get a DQ treat today at Dairy Queen in Bangor because the DQ on Broadway is open for the season. Tournament coverage also presented by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Blanchard on the left wing, looked inside for Willett. Nothing there. Now gives to Miller between the circles. Declan takes it to the right side. St. Peter had it briefly. Final 20 seconds. Miller now driving, puts up the shot. 3 hops, it falls off. Rebound Cates. A steal in backcourt by Corrigan. Miller pushes it up for 2. Tough sequence there for the Raiders. They've got 4 seconds. 2. And Corrigan steals it. He can't get the shot away in time. Does go in, but far too late. But the Caribou Vikings, strong second quarter. They take an 8-point lead to the locker room. 34-26 our score. Turning 2026 here on the ticket, presented by Praise Auto Sales. Looking for your next ride? Praise Auto Sales on Auto Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day. No waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. And we're also brought to you by Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing for over 55 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance. Protect your auto investment. Look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at DeansDetailing.com. And one of our presenting sponsors, Eastern Maine Community College. At Eastern Maine Community College, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others are starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. We will step aside. When we come back, it'll be time for the Darlings halftime show. Your tournament headquarters, Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket, 929theticket.com.
Number one thing smart car shoppers are looking for isn't color or tire size. It's not cup holders, stereos, or shiny rims. It's value. And where do you find value? At Varney. Varney has one of the region's largest selections of one previous local owner vehicles. There's a lot on the lot, and there's a lot of value on the lot at Varney Buick GMC, Hogan Road, Bangor. VarneyBPG.com.
Hi, I'm Tony McKim, CEO of First National Bank. As a basketball coach for the last 25 years, I'm super excited to talk to you about our First Hoop program. It's pretty simple. Support your team with a Spirit debit card from First National Bank. When you open a personal checking account and ask for your high school's First National Bank Visa Spirit debit card, First National donates $5 to your high school as part of our First Hoop program. Your card will have your school's mascot on it and will help raise money for the team. So don't forget to sign up for the Spirit debit card from First National Bank and show your school spirit. Member FDIC, proud to be an equal housing lender.
Bangor is about to get busy. The Anna Festival of Baskets is March 20th through 22nd, 1404 Broadway in Bangor. There'll be up to 100 themed baskets open to the public. $1 admission for adults. Kids 12 and under are free. Friday and Saturday, 10 to 7, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Sponsored by the Schoodic Shrine Club and Washington County Shrine Mini Car Unit. Then mark your calendars for the Anna Shrine Circus, April 24th through the 26th at the Cross Insurance Center. Follow Anna Shrine on Facebook for all their updates.
Family-friendly fun for all ages.
Nothing runs like a deer.
That's the voice of a satisfied John Deere customer from Greenway Equipment Sales. Folks who own a John Deere love the quality and reliability. And right now, you can get $1,250 off with a cash purchase of the popular John Deere 1025R subcompact utility tractor. Get all the details at greenwayequipment.com. See the Smith brothers and join the John Deere family of satisfied customers. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor.
All right, WA trying to get on the board here. Falkingham backing in, spinning, maintaining that pivot foot. He got the shot up and down, and the foul is going to go against St. Peter. Chance for a three-point play here for Noah Falkingham. Deep on the left side. Corrigan now takes charge on the right side of the floor. Gets a screen from Willett, and he rolls to the hoop. Nice pass there by Corrigan, and the finish by Carter Willett. On the ticket app as well. A steal here by Miller for Caribou ahead. Belanger will send it down. Landon Belanger cupping that basketball. Sent it down through the cylinder, and it's now a 27-23 lead for Caribou. Landon Belanger laying in the weeds, took it away, deals it left, now gets it back. He's got 2. And the Vikings are up by 6. Nice job there between Belanger and Miller. All right, there's some of the highlights from the first half of action here at the Cross Insurance Center. Our halftime highlights are brought to you by Slipping Gear Cycling. From full suspension mountain bikes to road bikes and everything in between, Slipping Gear Cycling does it all. Stop in now for massive savings on fat bikes that ride year-round on Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. We also welcome you into the Darlings halftime show. Darlings in Bangor has you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. Let's get the first half numbers now. In the recap, it's brought to you by Firehouse Subs. Hoops, hometown pride, and hot subs. It's tourney time in Maine. Swing into Firehouse Subs, locally owned and operated at 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Fuel up with a hot, hearty sub before the game or between matchups. Stop in today or order on the app and have it ready when you need it. Visit firehousesubs.com.
Halftime score, top-seeded Caribou, 34, and number 5, Washington Academy of East Machias, 26. For the Caribou Vikings leading the way, Owen Corrigan, 6 of 13 from the field, including 1 3-pointer for 13 points. He also has 3 assists. Landon Belanger has 4 field goals for 8. Chandler Pelletier has 3 field goals, including a 3 for 7. Kobe Willett has 2 field goals for 4 points, also a game-high 8 rebounds, and a field goal for 2 for Declan Miller for their total of 34. Just 2 turnovers for the Vikings in the opening half and 12 rebounds. For the WA Raiders, leading the way, Noah Falkingham, 3 field goals, 2 of them twos, a free throw, 9.6 rebounds. Parker Cates, 3 threes for 9. Carter Wanamaker, 2 field goals for 4. Jaden Mahar, a 3-pointer for 3. And Chase Cates, 1 of 2 from the line for 1 for their total of 26 points. 8 turnovers, 7 in the second quarter, and 15 rebounds for the Raiders.
Thank you, Ernie. Our tournament coverage brought to you by Dairy Queen in Old Town. Head to DQ in Old Town and try the new crispy onion cheeseburger meal deal. For just $7, you get a juicy cheeseburger topped with crispy onions, served with fries, a drink, and a small sundae. Find them at 613 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Let's go now to the scoreboard update. Jay Bain standing by.
Both Class A South girls semifinal games have gone finals. Number 1 Cheverus, a 45-39 win over Biddeford. They advanced to take on number 3 South Portland, a 43-38 victor over Sanford. That game will be on Saturday. The boys semis are tonight down at the Expo in A South. Sanford, Portland, Cheverus, and Scarborough wrapping out that bracket. Down at the Augusta Civic Center, Buckfield Mount Abram girls advancing to the Class D South regional finals will be played on Saturday. Wells girls, a 35-27 winner over Miranda Cook in the first C South girls semifinal. Currently, Spruce Mountain, the number 1 seed, a 31-22 lead over Winthrop at the half in the second semi there. Boys semis are tonight in C South. Halldale, Miranda Cook, Spruce Mountain, and Mount View. Here at the Cross Center, first thing in the morning, it was number 2 Madawaska, a 51-38 winner over Fort Fairfield in the first D North boys semi. They will take on the Machias Bulldogs, a 56-51 winner over Hodgson. That game will be Saturday afternoon. First game of the afternoon here in Bangor, number 3 Fort Kent, a 70-61 victor over number 2 Madanauca Academy. So the Warriors await the winner of this Caribou Washington Academy game. Tonight here at the Cross Center, starting at 7 o'clock, Class C North Girls semifinal action. Number 2 George Stevens, number 3 Foxcroft. That'll be followed by number 1 Madanauca against number 5 Caribou. The regional finals for tomorrow have some time changes, both in Class A and Class B. Class A down at the Augusta Civic Center starting at 5 o'clock with the Hamden Mount Ararat girls. That'll be followed by Brunswick and Camden Hills boys. Same goes here at the Cross Center. The girls game, Lawrence and Gardner will be at 5 o'clock. Gardner and Coney will be at approximately 6:45. Times for Portland tomorrow are to be confirmed. That expected also to move up to avoid the expected weather.
Thank you, Jay. Scoreboard update powered by Maine Pro Mortgage. Fast, local, here for you. NLMS number 1880168. Coverage of the tournament also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Call Levesque Business Solutions at 942-2226 or visit LevesqueSupply.com. That will do it for the Darlings halftime show. Coming up next, second half action. Caribou leading Washington Academy 34-26. Their tournament headquarters, Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and 929theticket.com.
When it comes to sports, Mainers are a loyal bunch. Whether it's your hometown team, your college alma mater, or the boys from Beantown, you take your sports seriously. You're also loyal to your workwear. Carhartt has your back 24/7. Rugged and hardworking just like you. You count on Carhartt to keep you warm, dry, and protected. And you can always count on Miller's Workshop for Eastern Maine's best selection. In the world of sports, you win some, you lose some. But with Carhartt, you're always on top of your game. Visit Miller's Workshop in Brewer for brands that work.
Nothing runs like a deer.
That's the voice of a satisfied John Deere customer from Greenway Equipment Sales. Folks who own a John Deere love the quality and reliability. And right now, you can get $1,250 off with a cash purchase of the popular John Deere 1025R subcompact utility tractor. Get all the details at greenwayequipment.com. See the Smith brothers and join the John Deere family of satisfied customers. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor.
Great drivers are responsible drivers. At Beal Driving Academy, they'll teach your teen to drive safely so they can drive confidently. Their expert instructors will guide them through a range of driving scenarios, building their driving skills and ensuring their safety. By the end of the course, your teen will be ready to ace their learner's permit and driver's license tests. Classes begin soon in Bangor, Ellsworth, Skowhegan, East Millinocket, and Waterville. Your child must be 15 or older by the first day of class. For more info and to sign up, go to BealDrivingAcademy.com. Got scrap piling up on the sidelines? Put it back in play at B&S Scrap Recycling. From metal and old appliances to vehicles and full cleanup jobs, B&S makes recycling easy. Big loads, small loads, they handle it all with the right equipment, the right scales, and fair competitive pricing. No guesswork, no waiting around, just prompt friendly service every time. Need a pickup or roll-off container? Just ask. B&S Scrap Recycling, proud sponsor of the high school tournament games. Open Monday through Saturday. Call 327-1500 or stop by 47 Pine Grove Road in Hudson.
We are back, just seconds away from the second half getting underway. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, Jay Baines. Got Jack Hodgson back in the tournament headquarters studios. Want to remind you, coming March 7th to Husson University, Newman Gymnasium. It's the McDonald's All-Star Games, featuring the best senior basketball players in the state of Maine in partnership with the Maine Association of Basketball Coaches, the Maine McDonald's owner-operators, Sportsnet Maine, and Ticket TV. For tickets to the awards ceremony on March 6th or the games on March 7th, visit mabc1.org. To donate to Ronald McDonald House, Maine, go to rmhcmaine.org. We'll have the award ceremony and the games on Ticket TV for you. All right, WA with the basketball. They are working from right to left. Wanamaker for three. It's an air ball. Saved in by Mahar, and he winged it over towards the media tables here.
Yeah, you don't get to keep the basketball if it goes into the stands.
No. It's not like Fenway.
No.
Also, be sure to follow the Ticket social media channels, 92.9 The Ticket on Facebook, 929 The Ticket on Instagram. Declan Miller gets free down low, and he lays it in.
Yeah, a little screen at the high post there. Left Miller wide open, and now kick ball on Landon Belanger. I suspect there are a few soccer players on this Caribou basketball team. Owen Corrigan, a standout this year. He's a senior.
36-26 our score. WA down by 10 now. Looking for some offense. As Wanamaker went down, lost the basketball. And a little alley-oop pass there towards Belanger. Couldn't handle the pass. He was caught in underneath the basket. Came down on the end line. Also, sports.net.maine on TikTok and our YouTube page, Sportsnet Maine. All over the place. Ticket and Ticket TV content and information. Wow, now that was a bounce pass.
Yeah. It was. I don't know if Manu Bowl wouldn't have been able to get that one.
Even Coach Crossman's laughing over there. Like, He just bounced it like 2 feet in front of him, slammed it off the floor. Coach can smile because the Raiders will get the basketball back after it went off Caribou. Here's Falkingham down the right side of the lane. Got the shot up against Willett. No good. How about that save by Colby Willett? But after going off Belanger's hand, it's going to go into the hands of Wanamaker. Falkingham cutting down the middle of the lane. He's going to get fouled by Colby Willett. And Falkingham will have 2. Our tournament coverage brought to you by the Fitch Company. They feature electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to tackle complex projects. Visit fitchcompany.com.
Willett's got the, Willett has the physical advantage inside over Falkingham, but Falkingham has to continue to attack the basket. Can't just rely, he's the tallest player. He can't just rely on chucking up threes here, down 10.
Missed the first one. Second one will go. Here the lead down to 9. Belanger drives and lays it in. No resistance there. Landon Belanger picked up some steam and took it in for 2.
Yeah, and turned at the end of it to use his body to get a little extra protection there.
Here's Archer underneath. He misses the layup. Rebound to Willett for Caribou. Raiders struggling right now at the offensive end. Corrigan for 3, all net. Owen Corrigan knocks it down. Kyle Corrigan now urging on the Caribou fans. Feels they can bring a little more.
Up 14.
That's foul, counted 1. Wanamaker. Get up in the air, and Declan Miller got a piece of him.
Second foul on Declan. That was a saving shot for the Raiders there. Shot doesn't go, and Caribou goes down and scores again. We'll get a timeout.
Archer's going to check out for WA. Luis Rosa into the ball game. They need a little Rosa magic.
Yeah, they do. You're hoping lightning strike twice here.
Wanamaker completes the three-point play to make it 41-30. 5:50 left in the third. Here goes Belanger again. Ooh, took a little forearm there from Luis. Pass, right side of the lane. St. Peter can't hit it, followed by Willett. No good. Ball tipped around out of bounds off of Miller. Tournament coverage here on the ticket, brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer. For home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and an experienced-friendly staff, it is the Coach House Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer. Straight on cue. Rosa gets the pass underneath the basket on the left side. He goes off glass for 2. And it's now a 9-point deficit for the Raiders.
Great press breaker by WA.
Miller hits from the free throw line. Quick answer there from Declan. Lead back to 11 for Caribou. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. WA, the number 5 seed, Parker Cates. He's been hitting from three-point range in this one.
Really has. 4 or 5 from beyond the arc for Cates and 12 points. He's got that signal with the 3 after he makes it, too. He turns around and runs up the court.
Everybody's got it. Turnover there by Corrigan into the hands of Wanamaker, who gets it back from Rosa in backcourt. Carter Wanamaker hemmed in up against the sideline. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Caribou. Tournament coverage here on the ticket brought to you by Madden Generator Services. Storms blitzing in. Don't let your power get sacked. Call Dakota at Madden Generator Services for expert installations and rock-solid maintenance. Keep the lights on and the heat rolling. Call Madden Generator Services at 951-4668. Power you can count on. Cates can't hit that long ball. 4:20 left to go in the third. 43-35. Number 1 Caribou with the lead here in this Class C boys semifinal. St. Peter try to get it back to Corrigan on the wing. Tipped out of bounds off of the Raiders. Words of encouragement coming from behind us from the Raider fans. Belanger open for 3. It's up and it is good. Cool customer right there, Landon Belanger, hitting that 3.
Yeah, they just play so confidently, and that comes with winning gold balls.
And a turnover here by WA. Long pass down court, underneath the basket. Reverse layup good by Colby Willett. Assist to Owen Corrigan. Tell you what, nobody has more energy than the Caribou coach, Kyle Corrigan. We've got a timeout on the floor, and we will take it as well. 3:45 left in the third, 13-point lead for the Vikings here on the ticket.
Basketball fans, have you seen the standings? Down East Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealer in Maine, and we're loaded with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles to safely get you to all your games. Whether you're coming down from the county or up from the coast, take a time out and head to Wilson Street in Brewer. Get a slam dunk deal on a 2026 Tacoma SR5 double cab. Lease it for $459 a month for 39 months with only $1,000 down. Get the entire game plan at DownEastToyota.com. And remember, it's okay to travel as long as it's in a Toyota. Turning time and anytime. All roads lead to Down East.
Looking to move into a bigger home or downsize into one that fits your life today? Realty of Maine is here to guide you. With experienced agents from across Maine, Realty of Maine helps you find the right home for wherever your life is headed next. And if your move takes you farther, their trusted global network can help with relocations worldwide. With local expertise and the latest real estate technology, Realty of Maine delivers personalized service every step of the way. Visit realtyofmaine.com to get started. And best of luck to all the teams in this year's tournament. Bring home that gold ball.
3:40 left to go in the third quarter. Caribou, a double-digit lead of 13. It's going to be 11 because Jaden Mahar got a feed from Wanamaker to the hole for the layup. Raiders back on the board. They trail it 48-37. St. Peter for Caribou. Gives to Corrigan. Corrigan has it poked from behind by Falkingham. Falkingham driving in. Corrigan got a piece of the basketball. The official says he got a piece of the arm as well. Pretty good defensive play there by Owen, but I think it does deserve a foul call. First foul on Owen. Falkingham at the free throw line. Noah dips and hits the free throw. From tip-off to the final buzzer, Community Matters, North Star Waste and Recycling, proud to serve the families and businesses of Maine, keeping our neighborhoods clean and our communities strong. Learn more about dependable local service at nswmaine.com. 2 for 2 for Falkingham. How many points does he have, Ernie? 12? And missed there by Corrigan, saved in by Willett. Corrigan comes up with it and counted and one. He's going to get fouled by Mahar. As Owen, a little pump fake there, got Mahar well off the hardwood. He came down on Corrigan as he was completing the shot.
Yeah, threw up an air ball on the first attempt there. It had nothing to do, and a pretty good job by Willett to saving it. He was saving it under his offensive basket, so it's a good thing, and Corrigan was right there.
Owen misses the free throw. Battle. Oh, it's going to be a white ball. They're going to say Cates was out of bounds. So Caribou will get it back. 2:57 left in the third. 11-point lead for the Vikings. Looking to set a new standard here in Class C after quite a run in Class B for Coach Corrigan and company.
We got 3 state titles in B after the one in Class A back in L, I guess double L back then, 1969.
Belanger misses the three from the left corner. Rebound to Rosa. Pass ahead. Falkingham leaning in. He's got two. Good work there on the fast break by WA. I think 4 different players touched the basketball.
Yeah, they like to run. They get the chance.
Corrigan at the free throw line. Fall away shot. Misses. Rebound to Cates. That's Parker Cates with the board for WA. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the third. Long way to go in this one. WA with the basketball, trailing by 9. Wanamaker, picked up by Miller, goes inside to Rosa. Luis sends it out top to Mahar. Cates, left wing three. He's got another one. Parker Cates keeping his team in this ball game.
Really is there.
50-44 now, a two-possession game.
That's 5 threes for him. All his field goals are three-pointers. 5 of 7. He's got that sign right there. He's up with it. Let the crowd know it's not a 2, it's a 3.
Now,
it's like something Carmelo Anthony would do.
Just a little subtle reminder.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 50-44. Caribou up by 6. They got the basketball, knocked free from Corrigan, but he gets it back and scoops it up and in.
Fine line between a turnover and a nice basket.
Yep.
Corrigan doesn't care. He got the basket.
Always a little luck involved in a run, championship run. Missed there by Cates. Offensive rebound, Falkingham, and that's going to pick up the foul because he came over the top and down with that right arm.
That's what you got to do if you're Falkingham. Just kind of force the issue there. He's done a nice job rebounding here today.
Yes. Tournament coverage here on the ticket brought to you by the Farmer's Table for home-style cooking just like Mom makes. Visit the Farmer's Table, 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. First attempt is good from the line for Noah Falkingham. Second one also good.
Well, they've cut a 14-point deficit down to 6 here in the last few minutes. WA has. And a lot of credit for hanging in here.
Carson Richards shovels it to Ouellette, deep on the right side, out of the corner. Ouellette goes back out to Richards. Now Corrigan near the free throw line, gives to St. Peter, who hits a 3. Vikings have a well-rounded team, and any one of them can kind of strike.
They're all mobile. Yeah, they're not all point guards, but they're all like potentially wings in a way.
Here's Falkingham down low. That's going to be a tie-up. Good defense there by the Vikings. Arrow will give it to Caribou. Tournament coverage brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. Down to the final 15 seconds here in the third. Richards takes it to the left elbow. Pass is going to be picked off by Rosa. And he's going to travel with the basketball. He was trying to send it down court to somebody. I don't think he was trying to shoot there, although it kind of looked like it.
Never know with Rosa. It's exciting no matter what he does.
That's right. He's having fun. Corrigan gets a screen from St. Peter, straight to the hoop for 2. As the Raiders didn't provide much resistance there, and Corrigan adds 2 to the Caribou total. It's now at 55. They lead it by 9 at the end of the third quarter. Your tournament headquarters, Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and 929theticket.com.
Cape Air is committed to keeping passengers and communities connected to the people and places that matter most. Whether you're off to a favorite vacation spot or looking to spend quality time with family, Cape Air can get you there faster. With direct flights to Boston from Bar Harbor, Rockland, and Augusta, and easy connections to all major carriers, Cape Air takes the hassle out of traveling. So, why not start planning for that next trip now? Learn more online at capeair.com.
Hey, tourney fans, it's time to spell health and wellness a whole new way with Physical Therapy and Balance Centers in Bangor. The staff at Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, is expertly trained to identify and treat the source of your symptoms, including dizziness and vertigo, balance issues, and that mysterious back, neck, or shoulder pain that's left you on the sidelines. Schedule an appointment online or just walk in. Good luck to all the teams in this year's tournament from everyone at Physical Therapy and Balance Centers in Bangor.
Back here at the Cross Center, getting the fourth quarter underway. Luis Rosa backing in along the right baseline. Stepped on that end line. turnover by the Raiders. They trail it by 11. 57-46 is the Caribou lead. Owen Corrigan crosses over against Wanamaker. Backs it out. Now starts towards the hoop again. Drops it out for Ouellette. His shot is blocked by Parker Cates. Outlet to Mahar. Jaden Mahar lost control of the basketball. A little too amped up there for Jaden. We are brought to you by Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market on Harlow Street in Bangor, next to Goslin's Bakery, featuring fresh boba tea, snacks, ramen, and now Jamaican patties. Open 7 days a week. You can also visit their brewer location, Wilson Street, next to Hannaford. Takeaway here. Lead pass, Wanamaker. He's got two. Assist to Falkingham. Wanamaker the finish. Plenty of time for the Raiders.
Some zone pressure here at half court. Produced that last turnover, and right there produced a field goal by Rosa, I believe.
Yes. Up and good.
Yes.
Into about the second or third row over there.
Good thing about that one, though, as a soccer player, and he probably knew this, he'd just pop it up. It wouldn't hurt anybody, as opposed to just drilling it into the stand. So, thoughtful on his part.
Just the perfect angle. And that strike, here's Corrigan again, getting deep, but as he was going up, Wanamaker said, I'm going to take that basketball away from you, down court. Going to get a foul as Mahar was going to the hole. It's going to go against Richards. Turning time runs on hustle and caffeine. Fuel up at Black Fly Coffee Company on Route 1A in Holden, the area's best coffee, plus pastries, donuts, breakfast sandwiches, New York bagels, energy drinks, and the Black Fly Buzzer. Drive-through and mobile ordering open 7 days a week. Falkingham spinning away from Corrigan, takes it to the right block, shot up, no good. Good defense there by Ouellette, and the rebound taken out of there by Carson Richards. Richards gets it from Corrigan. Now back between the circles. Owen goes left between the legs, gets away from Wanamaker. Rosa steps in front, back to St. Peter, three around and off, no good. Oh, by Corrigan, it bounces off, but he's right there for another shot attempt. He puts it home, and a 30-second timeout called by the Vikings. Before or after the big game, satisfy your sweet tooth at Sweet Cheeks 24-hour Bakery, open round the clock in Ellsworth, Verona Island, Holden, and Newport. And be sure to check out Sweet Cheeks Diner in Bucksport as well. Visit sweetcheeksbakes.com. Sweet Cheeks, where every bite is a slam dunk. And we're also brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales in Hancock. Make sure your next ride is a winner at Fairway Auto Sales. Check out their huge lineup of quality pre-owned vehicles, each one backed by an exclusive complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Good luck to all of the teams in this year's tournament from Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales. This timeout is brought to you by Remax Infinity, where they never take a timeout. When you're looking to buy or sell your home, visit them at remaxinfinitymaine.com. 59-48, Caribou up by 11. They go inside to Rosa. Rosa to Cates, open for three. He hits again. Parker Cates, have yourself a day here at the Cross Center.
Really is keeping the Raiders in here. Now 6 3-pointers in 8 attempts.
That is productive and efficient. Ball got loose. Caribou retains control. Just under 6 minutes left in this one. 59-51. St. Peter, right elbow. Gets it low to Ouellette. Up strong. He's got two. Good high-low action there between St. Peter and Ouellette.
And WA trying to run a zone trap, but Caribou keeping spread out enough that they can avoid the challenges of it, i.e. the double team. And as you mentioned, the two big guys combined on a nice play there with St. Peter getting the ball down low.
Falkingham can't hit the three. Rebound on the left baseline by Richards. St. Peter gives back out to Richards. Back to St. Peter. He's at the high post. Owen Corrigan slicing through the defense. This time Cates with a block. But Corrigan's going to get it back. The steal by Corrigan off to Ouellette. He misses it. Corrigan keeps it alive. tips it out to Belanger. Owen Corrigan. It's unbelievable how he could find space in there.
Yes.
Bigger players, and Willette will lay it in after getting the pass from Carson Richards. And timeout is called here by WA. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Basketball fans, swing by Sweet Frog, located by Walmart in Bangor before or after the game. Grab delicious froyo, ice cream, and all of your favorite toppings. Make it a championship-level treat any day of the week. Sweet Frog, where hoops action and sweet creations always score. And big games, big moments are happening on and off the court. Bangor Floral has the perfect gift. Stunning, elegant arrangements with a modern, natural touch. Flowers and gifts for every occasion. Order today at bangorfloral.com.
Caribou unable to put away the Raiders yet, but the Raiders really get down to 6 at one point, but no closer. A battle to get a couple of hoops in a row, and then Caribou seemingly has an answer every time.
Cates has been the man. That's Parker Cates for Washington Academy. Rosa kicks it out to Fockingham. Pass through the hands of Mahar, but he gets it back. Now Fockingham on the right side. Another steal by Owen Corrigan. Kept his eyes on that basketball and the quick hands. Took it away. Caribou looking to put this one away. Up by 12.
No hurry for the Vikings here, playing in out near midcourt with it now between Richards and Corrigan. Corrigan will do that for a little while, but he won't wait too long. So a chance, and he scores.
Turned the wrong button up here. Trying to prevent everybody hearing my cough, but we have switched dials here on our little board. Here's Rosa falling away. He'll get the bounce. Luis nets 2 to make it 65-53. Here's Owen Corrigan again, getting to the hole again.
Not so much congestion when he comes in from the side on those drives.
Wanamaker lost his footing. Ball out of bounds off of Carter. Gets some help to his feet from Richards and Corrigan.
A lot of work for these guys to keep up with those guards. And really all of the Caribou players who don't look like they're expending a ton of energy.
Vikings spreading the floor, and we got a timeout called here by Coach Corrigan. 60-second timeout. We'll step aside. Vikings leading at 67-53 here on the ticket.
When disaster strikes, you need the team insurance adjusters trust. You need Penobscot Cleaning Services, Eastern Maine's leader in restoration services and professional cleaning. From carpets to catastrophes, we do it all. Water, sewer, mold, and fire damage, we'll be there fast. Plus, expert upholstery cleaning and the cleanest carpets guaranteed. Get your life back to normal. Call the local company with a 50-year reputation for being prompt and professional.
I'm Jason Sear, owner of Penobscot Cleaning Services. 24/7, we're here for you.
Cheering for your team is hard work. Dysarts wants to wish everyone the best of luck in the Northern Maine Basketball Tournament at the Cross Insurance Center. Be sure to stop in and fuel up at Dysarts on your way to the competition or afterwards at Dysarts Restaurant off exit 180 on I-95 or on Broadway in Bangor. For many, a trip to the Cross Insurance Center just isn't complete without a meal, or 2, or 3 at Dysarts. They're just 5 minutes from the Cross Insurance Center. Dysarts. Come eat.
Center, Jim Churchill, along with Ernie Clark, Jay Baines, Jack Hodgson producing this one. Caribou with the basketball out of the Viking timeout. So they spread the floor here. We're going to get a foul against Fockingham. Hey, tourney fans, when the final buzzer sounds, spring and golf season will be right around the corner. At Hidden Meadows Golf Course in Old Town, golf for everyone means exactly that. Whether it's your first swing or you've got the latest gear, 9 holes, a 300-yard driving range, a fully stocked pro shop, just minutes north of Bangor. Learn more at hiddenmeadowsgolf.com. Owen Corrigan to the free throw line, left side to Richards. I like the body language of both of these coaches, Ernie. I was talking about Coach Corrigan off air, where he sits most of the time, gets excited during timeouts, and big play for the Vikings. Corrigan 2 more points.
Yeah, he's pretty relaxed.
Yep. And that comes from winning.
Comes from winning, but it's also kind of a reflection of how his team plays.
Yep.
I mean, they're energetic, but they don't look like they're wound up, or you don't notice the energy except on some of the plays that they make.
Coach Crossman has been on his feet for the most part, sitting now for the Raiders, but he's been very positive over there.
Yep.
We are under 2 minutes now. Corrigan gets around Falkingham. Vikings just looking to chew up some time here. Raiders not looking to foul. Here's Willett. Looks like he was trying to flush it there. Came up well short. He does get fouled. And Colby Willett will go to the line for a pair. Tim's Plumbing is a full-service, family-owned company that offers a wide variety of plumbing services for all of your plumbing needs. It's Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty. Visit timsplumbingmaine.com. Well, that's first free throw is no good. I'm not sure what his free throw percentage is on the season. Hasn't looked good at the free throw line today for Willett, and even after he got fouled there, he had a smile on his face, said something to one of his teammates. I don't know if he was talking about the near future at the free throw line, but
either that or how he kind of got close to dunking it, but it's not going to get another chance, apparently, as Kyle Corrigan goes to his bench.
Goes. Oh, look at him. He's pointing to the sky.
Yes, I made one.
He is pumped. Going to the bench. Getting high fives from his teammates, and 5 new Vikings entering the ball game. Number 10 is Carter St. Pierre, a sophomore guard. Number 30 is Nick Plord, a junior forward. Number 34. Do you have a 34?
That's, I think it's, it's Morningstar. His first name is Josiah, I think.
Yes, you are right.
I had that on the roster, not today's roster, but I had it before.
Morningstar. Number 15 is Robert DeMerchant, senior forward. Here is Morningstar, leading his teammate Plord, and we'll shuffle the feet. It is going to be out of bounds off of Caribou. Who did I miss? Right there. Number 12 is Louis Hebert, freshman guard. And for the Raiders, Lucas Scoville is back into the ball game. Joining him is Jamal Harmon, a junior guard. Also number 20, Giovanni Babusi, a freshman guard. And Chase Cates back out there, sophomore guard, number 22. And number 10 is Nevin Ingles, a sophomore guard for the Raiders.
I think I counted 4 seniors on the WA squad. Mahar, Parker, Cates, Wanamaker, and Archer. So that's not bad. I mean, they'll have a good nucleus coming back a year from now.
50 seconds left. Turnover here by Caribou. Scoville with the pick. Almost a steal there by the Vikings. 3 is put up, and it's going to be off no good. And the rebound to Caribou. Babusi put up that shot. We got a timeout called here by Caribou. 60-second timeout. We'll be right back. Tourney 2026 here on the ticket.
Cape Air is committed to keeping passengers and communities connected to the people and places that matter most. Whether you're off to a favorite vacation spot or looking to spend quality time with family, Cape Air can get you there faster. With direct flights to Boston from Bar Harbor, Rockland, and Augusta, and easy connections to all major carriers, Cape Air takes the hassle out of traveling. So, why not start planning for that next trip now? Learn more online at capeair.com. Cleaning up rebounds on the court? No one does it like the high school basketball teams playing now. But when it's other types of cleanup, from flooding, fire damage, or mold, you need to call in the experts at Bushard Cleaning and Restoration. With over 40 years' experience, they also clean air ducts and carpets and furniture. Proudly voted Bangor's Best Cleaning and Restoration and Best Cleaning Company since 2015, they serve all of Maine from Presque Isle to Kittery. Call 1-800-479-6676. Bushard Cleaning and Restoration, doing the dirty work for you.
Back underway here at the Cross Center. 25 seconds left in this one. Caribou is going to be moving on to take on Fort Kent in the Class C regional final. Missed there by the Vikings. They get the offensive rebound. Here's a steal by WA. Taking it away is Ingles. Heads down court, drops it off to a teammate, and Chase Cates will lay it in. And that will do it. The Caribou Vikings defeat the Washington Academy Raiders by a final score of 70-55. And it will be the Fort Kent Warriors and the Caribou Vikings going at it in the Class C North Final coming up on Saturday night here at the Cross Insurance Center. Just a quick look at the Caribou schedule. They played Fort Kent twice and won twice, 60-51 on January 8th and 70-66 on January 24th.
Couple competitive games there.
Yeah. Tournament coverage here on The Ticket, brought to you by the Varney family of dealerships, proudly committed to the communities they serve and supporting local student athletes. Varney's offers a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop local and start your search today at varneyvalue.com. Also brought to you by Hannaford and Bucksport, 370 Main Street in Bucksport. Stop in for fresh produce, groceries, takeout, and friendly service that supports your local community. Hannaford Bucksport, your hometown store for everything you need. And we're also brought to you by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or just watching, basketball can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Coming up next, it is the McDonald's postgame show. Keep it right here on your tournament headquarters, Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and 929theticket.com.
School vacation is here, and you don't need another week of screens and boredom. Bring the kids to the Sports Arena in Bangor. It's warm, indoors, and easy. Bowling everyone can enjoy. A full arcade. And great food when hunger hits. Plenty of space, plenty of fun, and no planning stress. Perfect for February and April vacation week. Plan a day everyone will love at sportsarenamaine.com. The Sports Arena. School break made simple.
At Darling Chevrolet in Ellsworth, you can't miss in 2026. Right now, you can lease a new 2026 Chevy Silverado for just $499 a month, zero money down. Yep, you heard right, zero down. It's packed with power, safety technology, and ready for any winter job. Or drive a new 2026 all-wheel drive Chevy Equinox for only $399 a month, also zero money down. It's dependable, stylish, and built to keep you on the move all winter long. That's right, lease a new Silverado for just $499 a month or a new Equinox for $399 a month. You can't miss this and more at Darling Chevrolet in Ellsworth. Together, let's drive. 36-month leases, 10,000 miles per year. Silverado stock 7133339. MSRP 54305. $499 due at signing. Must have Chevy lease in household. Equinox stock 71328. MSRP 34545. $399 due at signing. Must have a current GM or non-GM lease in household. Mileage overage 25 cents per mile. Zero security deposit on approved credit. Leases include taxes, title, all fees, and incentives. Offers cannot be combined and end 2/28. See dealer for details.
Visit us in Ellsworth or start online at darlingchevy.com. You'll do better at Darlings.
It's tournament time. The gym is loud, the games are tight, and you're going to need some serious fuel. Head to Urban Pizza right down the road from Cross Insurance Center. You can grab a slice from their loaded pizza bar or order a whole bunch of pizzas for the entire crew. From crispy Detroit style to thick Sicilian to classic bar pizza and more. Not in the pizza mood? Try their hoagies or juicy smash burgers. Eat in and celebrate or dine out and bring the flavor home. Open 7 days a week at 11. And don't forget to like them on Facebook for all their latest specials. Urban Pizza, 329 Main Street in downtown Bangor.
Looking to save and get cash back? With the County Cash Refi from the County Federal Credit Union, you can refinance your qualified loan from another lender and earn up to $500 cash. Whether it's your auto, powersport, RV, or other consumer loan, we make it easy to switch and start saving. Just stop into one of our branches or apply online at countyfcu.org. Plus, refer friends and earn even more cash bonuses. Refi smarter and cash in with the County Cash Refi, only at the County FCU.
WA number 5 seed, Parker Cates. Get on the board. WA number 5 seed, Parker Cates. Get on the board here. Falkingham backing in, spinning, maintaining that pivot foot. He got the shot up and down, and the foul is going to go against St. Peter. Chance for a three-point play here for Noah Falkingham. Deep on the left side. Corrigan now takes charge on the right side of the floor. Gets a screen from Willett. And he rolls to the hoop. Nice pass there by Corrigan. And the finish by Carter Willett. Caribou Viking win. Semifinal win over the WA Raiders. Final score 70-55. Welcome back to the Cross Insurance Center. Our tournament coverage here on the ticket, brought to you in part by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered since 1927, the best in tires and service. Visit 514 Colbrook Road in Herman or at bangortire.com. We are also brought to you by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer at 20 South Main Street in Brewer. They are proud to offer products from right here in the Pine Tree State. And we are brought to you by Hartford's Auto Service, complete auto repair for all makes and models. Over 30 years of experience at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman. Give them a call at 989-6322. And we welcome you to the postgame show. The postgame show is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's, Main Street in Bangor, Union Street in Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, Jay Baines here in the Wireless Zone broadcast booth. Turning 2026 here on the ticket, also presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. And some of those highlights, or some of the plays of the game, I should say, brought to you by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. Tournament day fuel starts and ends at Heroes. They feature crowd-pleasing favorites, a family-friendly atmosphere. You are guaranteed to score at Heroes. Let's get the final numbers in this one from Ernie Clark.
Again, the final score is 70-55. Caribou, the top seed, defeats number 5 Washington Academy. For the Vikings, Owen Corrigan, 14 field goals, 2 of them threes, 0 of 1 from the line, 30 points. Also had 6 assists and 4 steals for the Vikings. Other than that, pretty balanced lineup. Landon Belanger, 6 field goals, 1 of them were 3 for 13. Kobe Willett, 5 field goals, 1 of 4 from the line, 11 points and 11 rebounds. Chandler St. Peter, 4 field goals, 2 of them threes for 10. And Declan Miller, 3 field goals for 6. Totals 32 field goals, 5 of them threes, 1 of 5 from the line for 70 points, 11 turnovers and 24 rebounds for the Vikings, who are now 17-3 on the season. For Washington Academy of East Machias, Parker Cates, 6 field goals, all of them 3 on 6 of 8 shooting from beyond the arc, 18 points. Noah Falkingham, 4 field goals, 2 of them threes, 6 of 7 from the line, 16.7 rebounds and 4 assists. Connor Watermaker, 4 field goals, 1 of 1 from the line for 9. Jaden Mahar, 2 field goals, 1 of them a 3 for 5. Luis Rosa, 2 field goals for 4, and Chase Cates a field goal and 1 of 2 from the line for 3. Totals 19 field goals, 9 of them 3-pointers. 8 of 10 from the line, 55 points, 17 turnovers, and 23 rebounds. And the Raiders finished their season, with a record of 12-7.
Thanks, Ernie. Coverage of the tournament here on the ticket, brought to you in part by Crystal Clear Family Pet Center in Ellsworth. They have quality products, healthy animals, and a clean environment. Open 9 to 7 Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5 on Sunday at 33 High Street in Ellsworth. Crystal Clear Family Pet Center, the clear choice for all of your pet care needs. We're also brought to you by Premium Choice Broadband. From homes to businesses, even in rural Maine, get fiber-fast internet up to 1 gig, starting at just $54 a month. Visit PremiumChoiceBroadband.com today. And fuel up for tournament week with Goslin's Bakery, 334 Harlow Street in Bangor. They're open 7 days a week. Grab a breakfast sandwich or one of their legendary donuts or pastries they've been making since 1945. Also, you can check out Goslin's Bakery and Deli in Brewer next to Hannaford. All right, going to take a timeout here. We'll come back. We'll get the scoreboard update from Jay. We'll also announce our player of the game. Your tournament headquarters is Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and 929theticket.com.
Hi, this is Chris Green. Commercial buildings can have complicated heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems. When your equipment decides to act up, we can help. Our professional engineers and statewide licensed technical team can quickly diagnose the source of the problem and get your commercial equipment back up and running smoothly and efficiently. We can make your equipment run just right.
Call or visit us at mechanicalservices.com for your commercial and industrial buildings.
The roar of the crowd, the excitement in the stands, the action on the court. It's tourney time. Coastal Auto Parts Napa knows that dedication, passion, and teamwork are the keys to success. With 30 locations and Maine's largest network of auto parts, the friendly professionals from Coastal Auto Parts Napa have what you need to get to the big games. They'll be there supporting the student athletes in our communities. Good luck to all athletes and coaches. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Hey, this is Shannon from Gateway Title of Maine. Our family at Gateway Title would like to congratulate all tournament teams on their great seasons, especially the Mananoquoc Academy boys and girls. Gateway Title wants to remind you that we work with all lenders and realtors in Maine and can offer the perfect assist. Yes, we can come to you to close. Gateway the right way, with locations in Calais, Greenville, Fort Kent, Presque Isle, Lincoln, Bangor, Belfast, Newport, Waterville, Scarborough, and Wells, or visit gatewaytitleme.com.
You don't have to do college the usual way. Do college differently at Thomas College in Waterville, where belonging isn't promised, it's lived. It's not just about preparing you for a job, it's about empowering your future. With a 3-year bachelor's, 1-year master's, and game-changing guaranteed job program, Thomas College in Waterville, Maine does college differently. Learn more at thomas.edu. That's thomas.edu.
Oh, there you are. We are back here at the Cross Insurance Center. Jim Churchill, along with Ernie Clark and Jay Baines. As we roll on here with the McDonald's postgame show, our coverage of the tournament brought to you in part by Doors Equipment Company. Your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all of your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. And if you're stuck on the side of the road, we've got you covered at Union Street Towing, 24/7 statewide, from breakdowns to lockouts. They'll get you moving fast. Call 942-4200 Union Street Towing. Driven to be there when you need them the most. Also brought to you by the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant. Hungry after the game? Visit the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant at the Family Fun Bowling Center, 15 Hildreth Street in Bangor, or at backalley.restaurant.com. Let's check in on the scoreboard with Jay.
Yeah, the two finals down at the Augusta Civic Center Class C South semifinal action as well as the 3 seed, a 35-27 winner over Maranacook. They will advance to face number 1 Spruce Mountain, who defeated Winthrop 67-25. Boys semifinals are tonight in that same division. Number 2 Haldo takes on number 3 Maranacook at 7 o'clock, and then number 1 Spruce Mountain takes on number 5 Mount View at 8:30. Buckfield and Mount Abram girls winners in D South this morning down in Augusta. Two finals down at the Portland Expo A South girls semifinal action. Number 3 South Portland, the defending AA state champion, a 43-38 winner over Sanford. They will advance to face number 1 Cheverus, a 45-39 victory over number 4 South Portland. A South boys semis are tonight down at the Expo. Number 2 Sanford, number 6 Portland. That will be followed by number 5 Cheverus and number 8 Scarborough. Last two games of the night here at the Cross Insurance Center Class C North girls semifinal action. Number 2 George Stevens, number 3 Foxcroft. That'll be followed by number 1 Matanocook, number 5 Caribou. Madawaska boys a winner to start the day here, 51-38 over Fort Fairfield. They advance to the Class D North boys regional final on Saturday. They will face Machias, a 56-51 winner over Hodgson. Fort Kent and Caribou advance to the regional final on Saturday night in C North boys. First game of the day here in the at the Cross Center. Fort Kent, the Warriors, a 70-61 win over Mattanocook, and of course the Vikings, a 70-55 win over Washington Academy. So the two county schools will face off in the regional final, and I believe it'll be their first tournament matchup. Now, they usually play twice every year, okay, but it's one of the rare occurrences we're actually in the same class now. So it's their first tournament matchup Saturday night to cap off tournament week.
I mean, way back in the day.
I shut you down because you had a conversation going on there with the staff here at the Cross Insurance Center.
I was trying to be helpful.
I was interested in, but
rather than complain about everything, you're trying to be helpful.
There you go.
I mean, it's possible. I don't know if it's possible or not that back when both of them were Class A, that they might have played.
I did some digging back to the 40s in anticipation of that. So
yeah,
yep. Fort Kent really just doesn't have a lot of tournament history other than a recent memory. They had a good team in 05, I think, with Tom Bird and company in Class B.
Yeah, they made the regional finals, I remember.
And in mid-90s as well, like 95, 96. So
they were a soccer school back in the day.
Yep. Skiing is still
That's the other one.
Big up there.
Prom night, project graduation. Flashbee Maine Photo Booth Rentals is booking photo booths now that you'll go crazy for. Dates are filling up fast. Lock yours in today with Maine's premier photo booth experience. Visit flashbeemaine.com. Also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. And we are brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 in Bangor, and a new location coming to Wilson Street in Brewer. Learn more at acadiafcu.org. Now to Ernie Clark for our player of the game.
Player of the game. Well, Owen Corrigan had 30 points.
You done?
Yes, I could be, but I'll just expound on it a little bit. Actually, it had 4 guys in double figures, which is pretty good, too. The 2 big guys combined for 21 points and about 17 rebounds in terms of Willette and St. Peter. Everybody did their job. Landon Belanger kind of is the complement to Corrigan most nights, and he certainly was again today. And Declan Miller came off the bench and provided them a spark as well. But Owen Corrigan, 14 field goals, 2 threes. Only got to the line once, even though it seemed like he was driving to the basket quite a bit, too. Scored 30 points, had 6 assists, was defensively just the quickness causing some problems out on the perimeter for WA. Had 4 steals unofficially. I was looking to see how many shots he might have missed. He missed a few shots, but he had a lot of shots, and he got 2 or 3 baskets when he went up for second and third attempts after missing the first one. So he didn't let the inability to make a shot stop him from going after the ball even more. And he's been the leader for this team all season, and he continues to be as the Vikings head to the regional championship game. So Owen Corrigan is our player of the game.
Brought to you by Lafayette Hotels. Enjoy the best vacation destinations that Maine and New Hampshire have to offer. Plan your 2026 vacation today at LafayetteHotels.com. And our tournament coverage here on the ticket. Also brought to you by The Growing Place and Polish, helping families grow for less and polishing your home in style for a fraction of retail cost. Starting today, February 19th through Saturday, the 21st, it's their big customer appreciation sale. Enjoy 50, 60, even 70% off everything in store. Check them first, check them often. Sustainability always trending. Visit them at 1221 Broadway and 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Tournament coverage also brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center. Family owned for over 30 years, open Monday through Saturday with monthly $100 giveaways. Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. All right, that's going to do it for the afternoon session. Fort Kent and Caribou going to be playing on Saturday night here at the Cross Center for the Class C Boys Regional Championship. Coming up next here on the ticket, first, we have the drive. Mark Paulette standing by. So the drive will take us up to the pregame show for the evening session, which will feature a couple of Class C girls semifinals here in the north. Foxcroft, number 3, taking on number 2, George Stevens, and Caribou, number 5, taking on number 1, Mattanocook. Stay tuned for the drive and more basketball action coming your way tonight on your tournament headquarters, Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and 929theticket.com.
The High School Basketball Tournament on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales, Darling's Auto Group, Midcoast Denture Design, Dairy Queen Bangor, Dairy Queen Old Town, Hammond Lumber Company, Next Home Experience, Eastern Maine Community College, Quirk Auto Group, Levesque Business Solutions, Firehouse Subs Bangor, the County Federal Credit Union, Harvey RV and Marine, U.S. Army Recruiting, Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, Doors Equipment Company, Dean's Detailing, Northeast Driving School, and the McDonald's All-Star Games. Also brought to you by Mechanical Services, Versant Power, First National Bank, C&I Modular Solutions, Anna Shrine, Down East Toyota, Wireless Zone, Thomas College, Lafayette Hotels, Bushard Cleaning and Restoration, Dice Arts, Jill St. Peter's State Farm Insurance, Gateway Title of Maine, Hyannis Air Services, Beale University, Physical Therapy and Balance Center, Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, Beale Driving Academy, Napa Auto Parts, John Glacier, Leader One Mortgage, Miller's Workshop, Washington County Community College, Peary Marine and Power Sports, Hidden Meadows Golf Course, Maine Pro Mortgage, Emily Ellis Realtor, Wild Acadia Resorts, Pepper's Landing, Slipping Gears Cycling, Rolly's Bar and Grill, Whitehead Ford, Urban Pizza, Realty of Maine, Penobscot Cleaning Services, On Point Pre-Owned Auto, Remax Infinity, The Sports Arena, B&S Scrap Recycling, Premium Choice Broadband, Crystal Clear Pet Center, Union Street Towing, Hartford's Auto Service, Novus Auto Glass, Tiller and Rye, The Growing Place and Polish, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Black Fly Coffee, The Coach House Restaurant, Bangor Window Shade, The Fitch Company, Bangor Tire Company, Sweet Frog, Old Town Redemption Center, Bennett Auto Center, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, North Star Waste and Recycling, Fairway Auto Sales, Madden Generator Services, Back Alley Bar and Restaurant, Goslin's Bakery, Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Bangor Floral, Praise Auto Sales, Hannaford in Bucksport, and Acadia Federal Credit Union.
Your sports, your teams, your show. It's The Drive. Brought to you by Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
How we doing, everybody, and welcome back inside the Cross Center. We are bridging the gap once again here at Tourney 2026. Tournament editions of The Drive today and tomorrow, and actually tomorrow too, I guess, because of some changes to the schedule, both here in Bangor and around the state. The games have been bumped up to 5 o'clock tomorrow, so that means The Drive will be with you for only about 40 minutes, 4 to 4:40, and then we ship you off for some Class A basketball because Jim Churchill and Ernie Clark will be making the trip down to the Augusta area tomorrow night to watch the Hamden girls as well as the Camden boys vie for regional crowns. Mark Paulette, Ernie Clark, and Jay Baines coming to you live from the court side, like I said, at the Cross Center, and we'll use this opening segment, guys, just as a little tourney reset, a little tourney preview, what's happened and what is to come. Jay, why don't you take us through what's happened? Ernie can tee up what's to come because he's going to be on those games tonight and tomorrow.
So this morning here we had Class D North Boys semifinal action. It was number 2 Madawaska, a 51-38 win over Fort Fairfield. They advanced the regional final. They will take on number 1 Machias, a 56-51 victor over number 5 Hodgdon. In the 2 games we just had here at the Cross Center, Class C North Boys semifinal action. Number 3 Fort Kent, a 70-61 win over Mattanock Academy. They will face the Caribou Vikings on Saturday night, a 70-55 win over Washington Academy. We still have the 2 girls Class C semifinals to come at 7 o'clock. Number 2 George Stevens, number 3 Foxcroft. That'll be followed by number 1 Mattanock and number 5 Caribou. As Mark alluded to, we have the changes tomorrow because we have expected weather coming in, probably more so the overnight. Portland has actually moved all the way up to 2 o'clock. They're going to go 2 and 3:45 in the Class B regional finals.
They're supposed to get the heavier part of the storm cell, right?
And and earlier too.
Yeah,
that's right. And then, so here we go at 5 o'clock. It'll be the Class B North Regional Finals. Lawrence Gardner girls. I'll be followed by Coney Gardner boys at 6:45 approximately. The Class A games will be down in Augusta. We'll have those games here on the ticket. Hamden girls will take on Mount Ararat in a rematch of last year's state final with a reclassification. They're in the same division. Now we followed by Brunswick Camden Hills boys at about 6:30, 6:45 in the second game of the Class A North Regional Final. So giving out trophies starting tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
No changes thus far if the weather moves a little bit into Saturday, but obviously we'll keep you posted if we do hear anything.
We're not supposed to get a ton of precip.
It's like a coating up this way,
here,
isn't it?
yeah. Like a coating to a couple inches tops.
Right.
Overnight.
Yeah,
I
was a little surprised when I saw the schedule change here, bumping it up by a couple hours. So, Ernie, you're going to be making the trip down to Augusta tomorrow night for that Hamden game that's getting moved up.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, I'll get home earlier.
There you go.
That's kind of a break there, and hopefully there'll be a couple of good games. I mean, this Hamden and Mount Ararat on the girls' side certainly have some history. They met in the state championship game last year when Mount Ararat was the southern representative and Hamden was the north, and Mount Ararat won that game. I think it was 43-31, and both teams are essentially back.
Yeah.
Hamden graduated just one player off their regional championship squad from a year ago, Caitlin Murphy, and Mount Ararat didn't graduate many players either, because I can think of their top 4 players this year, and they were all key role players last year, led by Juliana Allen, their center, who was an all-state performer. And they have a pair of twins, the Jensens, Jenna Jensen and Jalen Jensen, who cause a lot of problems on the perimeter and can shoot. And Hamden is what they have been for several years under Nick Winchester. They are very sound defensively, and when they're making shots, they are a very difficult team to beat. They made some shots the other night against Camden Hills, and that was the difference as they avenged a couple of losses during the regular season. Now, they played Mount Ararat fairly late in the season, and I believe the score was 54-37 down at Topsom. 54 points is more than Hamden can allow them to score again.
Right.
And but they need to get into the 40s as well. I mean, they're hoping for a game, instead of 43-31 like it was last year, somewhere around 44-41 or something like that, because they don't score a ton of points, but that's just the nature of how they play. They play defense. They're patient offensively, move the ball well. And they've got, and Mount Ararat's in the same boat, but these kids from Hamden now, all with another year of experience and the want. I was going to ask you, did Hamden win a state championship like back in the 70s in girls basketball?
76.
Okay. I thought I remembered that was the second year of the
girls tournament.
of the modern girls tournament. I was pretty sure they had won one. I just couldn't remember exactly when. But so it wouldn't be the first. Last year was the first for Mount Ararat in terms of a state championship. So this is what we expected after last year's state championship game. We left the Augusta Civic Center or wherever the heck we were, saying those teams are both going to be back next year, because look at it. They've got everybody coming back. And after some, not on the part of Mount Ararat, they've lost one game by 1 point to Grey New Gloucester midway through the season. Hampton had a little tough stretch there in the middle of the schedule, but they were playing some very good teams. I don't have the information that my prep work on Hamden, but they lost 3 or 4 there in a short period of time. They went from 11-1. They started 11-1, and next thing I knew, they were like 12-5 or something like that, or 12-4. Do you see anything that I'm talking about?
Yeah, so they lost 3 out of 4.
Okay.
Okay, to Camden Hills.
Yep.
Okay, the 3 seed.
Yep.
Edward Little, who was the 4 seed. They also lost, and of course Mount Ararat, who was the 1 seed.
Right. So there you go. I mean, and that's a lot of these. When you get to this point of the season, and you have the surviving teams, and you see where there are streaks.
It's not a bad round robin.
A bunch of bums they're getting beat, but then you look at who they're playing, and it's all the other teams that are still playing at this time of year. So no shame in that. But the good thing about it, and maybe the schedule eased up a little bit, I'm not sure, but once you start losing a few games, you can come to question yourself. And, they bounced back. I know that Grace Labrie, the center, missed at least a couple of games with a concussion.
He was in that stretch as well.
Yeah, because I think we had the Camden Hills game on Ticket TV over there, and she wasn't playing. And, she doesn't score a ton, but she makes a huge difference at the defensive end and on the boards at 6'4". So, getting her back was is pivotal to their postseason success. They have a lot of very good and perimeter players, both young and experienced. So we'll see how that works out tomorrow.
5 o'clock.
Late afternoon,
yeah.
for crying out loud.
Early evening action.
Yeah.
For the regional final in Class A. So that's coming up tomorrow night on the ticket. We will be back here on Saturday, of course, for 6 games from right here at the Cross Center. And we got S involved now. So what is it, S, D, and C that we'll be watching on Saturday?
Yes, we'll go kind of up the enrollment chain.
And we also are doing Camden Hills, Brunswick on the boys' side.
Yes.
Camden Hills is the number 1 seed. Russ Bartlett, the former Hamden coach, has been on Brunswick all season long. Now, I have not seen Brunswick. I kind of thought Edward Little had a good chance, but then Brunswick beat them yesterday.
And those two teams, they faced once down in Rockport. Camden Hills, a 55-52 win on January 23rd. So from what I heard out of that game, kind of more very physical, kind of a rock fight style. Camden Hills also the next night had a makeup game against Coney. That was the night that they lost to Coney down there. So we've seen Camden Hills a couple times in our area. We saw Nolan Ames over at
take
Brewer.
Over fourth quarter.
He's
with 19
unbelievable.
Points.
That's what he does. He does what he needs to do. Last year, they came to Hamden, and Hamden did a very good job of shutting down Ames's offense. I mean, he still wound up like 18 points. Shutting down his offense. But he had 12 assists instead. I mean, this is the type of player he is as a, I think he plays pretty much any position. One, two, or three.
Point forward. He's a guard forward. He's wherever you need him.
He makes his teammates better, and then there are probably a half a dozen of those types of situations you mentioned with Brewer, and where he just, when the game needed him to take over, he would just take over.
He's not exactly, when you look at him, he doesn't look as strong or explosive as he is. He's just so quick off the ground.
Right, but he gets up in the air as well. He's just a very good athlete. He's going to Colby to play next year, and I think he'd be a great fit for that program and just the way they've played historically. But and I don't know a lot about Brunswick, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't take this the wrong way, but Bangor beat them early in the season before we knew that Bangor was going to be a decent team, and I kind of held that against Brunswick. It got Bangor into the tournament, a lot, to some extent in terms of the Hill points they picked up off that. But Brunswick obviously has gotten a lot better steadily as the season has gone along, and so I expect that to be a very good match too. I would project Nolan Ames figuring out a way to get Camden Hills over the hump, but it wouldn't shock me if Brunswick beat them.
And all the credit to Bangor, who Camden Hills defeated yesterday, 61-52. Bangor cut it to 3 in the fourth quarter there. So credit to that program for I know Grunkmeyer's a sophomore, and there's a lot of core pieces coming back. But to go, what was it, 4 wins in 3 years or something of that sort to make a regional semifinal.
Yeah.
Things are trending up for Bangor basketball.
Yeah, I mean the schedule wasn't quite as demanding because of the change from AA to A, and most of the best AA teams going to South
Down
A.
south.
Yep.
But still, there's a mindset there that has to be changed, and I think Jay Campbell deserves a lot of credit for that too, because it doesn't matter what he coaches; they figure out how to win because he knows how to coach winning. And because he's done it in multiple sports, particularly girls soccer, but he did it with a girls basketball team. I mean, they made it to the semifinals pretty much every year they were in AA, and even in field hockey, he coached field hockey for a year, and I think went something close to 500 there for a team that hadn't been doing very well. So I mean, and there's a lot. You got to make kids believe, and once they start believing and get some experience and absorb the lumps, things can happen. And so hopefully Bangor, for their sake, is on the upswing.
The Drive brought to you by Next Home Experience, the market leader. You can get loot and get sold with Next Home Experience. Also presented by Greenway Equipment Sales. We're normally in their studios. Callum holding down the action back there in the Greenway Equipment Studios. Your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a Deere. Also tell you about Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Give them a call at 942-2226 or visit LevesqueSupply.com. Once again, we are bridging the gap from afternoon to evening session here on The Drive. We'll be with you until right around 6:35 or so, and then we break for pregame coverage of the night session. But let's quickly take a look at Saturday, guys, before we get out of here, because, Ernie, you were just sitting here watching the Class C games. They'll be coming back around on Saturday. Your thoughts on Caribou as they try to go back-to-back regional champs, but in different classes?
Yeah, I mean, they're good. they're confident and they're athletic. And, I mean, they've got a couple of good big guys. They've got a lot of skill at the perimeter with Corrigan and Belanger. They're a very good team. But I give Fort Kent a ton of credit because they lost by 32 points to Mattanock in the semifinals last year.
Wow.
And both teams have almost everybody back. It's kind of a Mount Ararat Hamden girls situation. I talked to Chad Sear, the Fort Kent coach, the other day. He said he basically lost one player out of his rotational group, and Mattanock lost one starter.
Yep.
And that was it. There was one senior on the team. And so they went from getting beat by 30-something to this year, they either won by 1 and lost by 2 or won by 2 and lost by 1. But it was a 1-point differential in 2 regular season meetings, and then they come out tonight and took it to them in the second half, just started launching threes. And, of course, they have a standout player in Aiden Jeffers.
Yep.
You can just tell where he's bigger, stronger, more physical this year. And the team, again, with a year of experience, is more confident. And I think they benefited from the regular season games against Mattanock because it wasn't a situation where the last time we played them they got roasted. They were right there at the end in both of those games. And so, I mean, that's it's hard to go against Caribou. And I'm not going to. But Fort Kent is athletic enough in its own way to cause them some problems. Should be a fun game. It was 2 competitive games. Let me say that in the regular season. I believe it was 9 and 4 were the differentials.
Yes.
So Fort Kent knows they can play with Caribou.
Yep. They got the confidence going into it.
That's half the battle. You know, when you get into these situations, particularly where you run into a lot of situations like we'll run into with the D-Boys game, where those teams didn't play anybody, each other. I mean, they might have played during the summer or something, but you can't go by that. But Machias and Madawaska didn't play each other outside of what they would have played here. And so there's a little bit of mystery, a little bit more mystery involved in a game like that. So in terms of that game, that should be I'm looking forward to watching that game, Machias and at Fort Kent on the boys. I mean, Madawaska on the boys' side. Because to be honest with you, I haven't really seen Madawaska play that much. I just haven't been working those particular games. And I'm kind of interested in how
I've had them both in the quarters and the semifinals, and Quinn Pelletier is operating in a different manner than he did last year when it was kind of
– all grown up.
You knew – yeah, exactly. He's grown up as
freshman.
a veteran freshman here. But you knew he was their bucket last year. You knew if Madawaska was going to score, he was going to be the one putting the ball in the basket. This year it's more about facilitating. It's more about manipulating the defense and controlling the all-around game than it is just head down and driving.
You can't do it by yourself, as he kind of tried to do last year in the tournaments. That last game where he had like 43. I mean, nobody else was scoring, but nobody's playing a lot of defense in that game either, to be perfectly honest with you. But if he can get the other guys involved, and that makes them tough to beat because you have to respect them. So how much attention can you apply defensively to Pelletier? Although I know a lot of his stuff is just grabbing a rebound and going
or launching a full court pass himself because he's got the head up after the board. But that's going to be one Class D final. You're going to see a lot of size on the floor in that game between the Owls and the Bulldogs. They both bring size to the Cross Center.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. You don't see a lot. I'm familiar with the Fitzsimmons kid, who's pretty big for essentially a 2-guard.
Yeah,
is what he plays. But they've got some other
Carter's got to be 6'3", 6'4", right next to him on that team
as well. So, a lot of excitement about that game. Those are 2 programs, at least Madawaska suddenly, but Machias is a program that is seemed like they're always in the middle of it. And I know the most recent state champion was 2017. They had the kid that wound up transferring to Machias the next year, and he won the state championship at
Herman.
Machias to Herman.
Yeah, but they're always in the mix, so they're comfortable in these situations, and based on what I saw last year, it looks like Madawaska's pretty comfortable in these situations too, and I think it's still not mystery, but I think there's a fascination with Quinn Pelletier just because of the introduction he made to the high school basketball scene as a middle school kid, but.
Absolutely. You're talking about Jeffries, too. The BDN, your former publication, had a nice piece on him, kind of reintroducing himself to the Bangor area down here. Nice to see some county stars getting to play when they come down for the tourney.
County teams, what do we got? 2 Caribou teams left as we speak.
Yeah, good representation.
We've got Fort Kent, and we've got Madawaska. I don't know if we've got anybody else. Easton, right, in the S.
Wisdom Girls.
Easton, Joseph Beals?
Yes.
Yep.
And Wisdom, Katahdin? Okay. Now, I talked to somebody I know up in Dover-Foxcroft who works up there at least and is from Katahdin, and he said that at least one of the games between Katahdin and Wisdom was a close game. Now, I don't know if the other one was or not, but you're just hoping for good games at this point, right?
Right.
How do Katahdin folk claim themselves? Do they claim themselves as of the county or Penobscot County people?
Well, see,
because that would be one that I feel like if you're from Katahdin, you're almost claiming the county.
Is there a town that goes to Katahdin that is in Aroostook County?
That's a great question.
Because Stacyville is in Penobscot County,
right?
And Patton. I mean, there might be one like TW9 R6.
Patton is in Penobscot County.
Yeah. Because Matthew Cunha, he's a Penobscot guy.
I just know you go up the interstate and you get into it. You turn this corner after the Benedictor exit.
Yep.
And you're in Aroostook County for like 100 yards.
Yeah,
and
you
then
blink.
You're back in Penobscot County. Yeah, exactly.
It's a little funky up there with the lines. And
they're in the Aroostook League.
Yeah. Well, geographically, it makes a lot of sense. But
I think if I was up there, I'd be calling the county home.
They ought to secede to the county if they really feel that way,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a negative thing at all. It's just where they're located. They're kind of up there at the northernmost tip of, or at least line of Penobscot. I don't know, though. I mean, I always thought that when I was a kid, I always thought they were Aroostook County.
You would assume so, yeah.
I just figured that's where they came down from. That's who they played. I mean, a lot of those Southern Aroostook is a big rival. Matter of fact, I don't know if they still are. I don't think so. They were in the same school formation.
I think they
one of them
split
bailed.
up. Yeah, one of them bailed when they looked at a consolidation of that sort. So
yeah.
Well, we'll do it for our tourney reset segment here to get the drive underway today from the Cross Center. We are brought to you in part by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor, and at herosportsgrill.com. Also brought to you by Bangor Window Shade right on Main Street in downtown Bangor, 105, where they offer custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, a sports center, a weather forecast, and we will bat around a couple of the things happening outside of this building in the sports world. Our minds are all focused inside the Cross Center, but the sports world spins on, and we talk about it next on The Drive.
You're tuned into The Drive on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket.
Looking for work-ready trucks, trailers, and construction equipment? There's only one name you need to know. It's Whited. Whited Truck Center is Maine's only family-owned and operated truck and equipment dealer, serving from Kittery to Fort Kent since 1986. Whited is your one-stop shop for work-ready trucks and construction equipment. Whited also stocks one of the largest inventories of used trucks. Visit one of their Whited trucker equipment dealers today at any of their 4 locations statewide: Auburn, Bangor, Presque Isle, and Saco. That's Whited Ford, Whited Peterbilt, and Whited Equipment. Get to work with Whited.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like payroll manager.
Hi, my last paycheck was all in Icelandic krona.
You are welcome.
Welcome?
Given the exchange rate between the dollar and the krona, you're technically a millionaire now. Don't spend it all in one place.
I can't really spend it anywhere.
There's always Iceland.
This is time for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details, visit FVGradio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay at a luxury resort in Cancun, airfare not included, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. See website for complete details. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now, 800-417-6411, 800-417-6411. You're also eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $498. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $498. What are you waiting for? Call 800-417-6411 and give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways and not sponsored by this program or its affiliates.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Tim's Plumbing is a full-service, family-owned company that offers a wide variety of plumbing services, including new installation, bathroom and kitchen remodels, well pumps, water treatment systems, or maybe you just have a leaky faucet. With 5 decades of experience on staff, Tim's Plumbing is committed to providing you with a quality job in an efficient manner. For all of your plumbing needs, it's Tim's Plumbing. Give them a call at 735-4969 or go to timsplumbingmaine.com.
Premium Choice Broadband. Confident, friendly, community-focused. Whether you're running a business or running a household, Premium Choice Broadband delivers blazing fast fiber internet across Maine with speeds up to 1 gig, no contracts, and unlimited data. From home streaming and remote work to business-grade performance with symmetrical speeds, they're built for the way you live and work. With plans starting at just $54 a month and local support from real Mainers, there's never been a better time to switch. Fast, local, dependable. Visit PremiumChoiceBroadband.com to explore plans and check availability. Premium Choice Broadband, fiber internet built for Maine.
Remember those mornings when life was simple and the smell of fresh donuts meant the day was already off to a good start? Since 1945, Goslin Donuts has been bringing the feeling back, one warm, perfectly glazed donut at a time. Made fresh every single morning at 334 Howell Street in Bangor, right next to Fat Panda. Stop in Monday through Saturday, 6 to 12, grab a hot coffee, and taste the tradition that's been making mornings better for generations. Goslin Donuts, where every morning tastes like home.
Honey, I got gas, coffee, pizza, toilet paper, and a 6-pack, all from one place.
What magical land did you go to?
Tossie's Checkout Convenience Store in Glenburn. It's like a mini mart, gas station, pizza shop, and comedy club all rolled into one. Jason, the owner, cracked a joke so good I almost bought a second slice just to recover.
Tossie's Checkout, where the pizza's hot, the coffee's strong, and Jason's jokes are questionably free.
Tossie's Checkout. Come for the gas, stay for the sass.
Get your butt to Tossie's today.
Back here on the drive. Where are we at here? 5:42 as we're bridging the gap between afternoon and evening sessions at the Cross Center. We're brought to you in part by your local family-owned McDonald's, Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. Also brought to you by Premium Choice Broadband, from homes to businesses, even in rural Maine. Get fiber fast internet up to 1 gig starting at just $54 a month. You can visit PremiumChoiceBroadband.com today. We owe you a Sports Center and a weather forecast. Let's do that right now because it's going to set up this segment and what we'll be chatting about here on the drive. So, Callum, if you could fire off that Sports Center Open.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. Call 947-5000 or visit unos.com.
Here in the Cross Center as the Foxcroft Academy and George Stevens bands make their way into the auditorium. The Celtics return to action tonight, and they put their 35-19 record on the line at Golden State in a 10 o'clock tip on Prime Video. Old pal Kristaps Porzingis is set to make his debut for the Warriors because, yes, remember, he was dealt to Golden State from Atlanta prior to the league's trade deadline. Porzingis has been limited to just 17 games this season due to his POTS syndrome. He's averaging 17 points, 5 boards in those 17 contests. We also can't forget about our other old friend, and I actually mean old here, who's on the Warriors bench, Al Horford. Big Al averaging a hair under 8 and 5 to go with 2.3 assists in 24 games, playing about 20 and a half minutes a night in year 19. The Celtics are reuniting with guard Delano Banton on a 10-day contract after the 26-year-old played 24 games with the team during the 23-24 season. Banton showed himself well after leaving the Seas for Portland during that 23-24 season. He went on to average 16.7 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 3.6 assists in 30 games with 8 starts after putting up just 2.3 points and a rebound and a half per contest with the Celtics while only playing 7 minutes a night. He averaged 8.3 points, 2 rebounds, 2.4 assists in 67 games last year for the Trailblazers. This year he's appeared in just 2 games with the Clippers. Cooper Flagg's jersey from his NBA debut is sold for $1 million by Sotheby's, a fine art and auctioneering company. The $1 million price tag is a record for a jersey sold through NBA auctions. Team USA picked up a gold today as women's hockey took out Canada in the gold medal match, 2-1 in overtime on Megan Keller's game-winning goal. It's the 3rd gold medal for the Team USA women, 98, 18, and 26 in Milan. And an update at the Genesis Invitational. First round underway. Rory McIlroy, Colin Morikawa, Akshay Bhatia all tied atop the leaderboard at 3 under par. They're all on their front nine. Play was suspended for a couple hours due to rain. There's your Sports Center update. Is brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Let Uno's take care of dinner tonight at 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Jays standing by with the weather.
The Drive's daily weather forecast is brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org.
Tonight, patchy fog after 1 a.m., otherwise mostly clear with a low around 9, calm wind. Friday, patchy fog before 9 a.m., otherwise partly sunny with a high near 34, light northwest-northeast wind. Friday night, a chance of snow, mainly between 8 p.m. and 3 a.m., cloudy with a low around 9, wind chill values as low as -3, north wind 6 to 9 miles per hour. Chance of precip is 40%. On Saturday, mostly sunny, high near 28, north wind 7 to 9 miles an hour. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 10, north wind 3 to 5 miles per hour. The Drive's daily weather forecast is presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union.
The Drive is brought to you in part by Dean's Detailing, the auto detailing leader for over 54 years here in Bangor. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. We are also brought to you in part by Union Street Towing. If you are stuck on the side of the road, Union Street Towing has you covered. Call 942-4200. They are driven to be there when you need them the most. All right, let's slap around some of the national topics, some of the bigger topics from the sports world today. Where do we want to begin? Let's start right there with Cooper Flagg's jersey going for $1 million. The jersey that he debuted in the NBA in 10 points, 10 rebounds, and a blowout loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Someone put up $1 million for what was formerly a sweaty piece of cloth.
You'd have to think whoever bought it could just resell it for at least $1 million.
A little more?
I don't get it. I'm not big in the collectibles type thing.
Neither am I. For as psychotic of a sports fan that I am, I'm not a big memorabilia, poster, jersey, whatever it is. I'm not big into it.
If I can't wear it, what's the value to me? Okay, and I like merch. I like gear.
Oh,
okay?
So you're an on-body merch guy.
Yeah, but I'm also a hat guy as well.
Okay,
obviously,
I can get behind the hats.
Yeah, we've had hat issues here at the Cross Center this week as well.
Well, I can't get behind hats here.
Yeah,
getting reprimanded.
Apparently so. No, I just, if it's going to collect dust and it's just going to be framed in like 7 figures or something that's just going to sit, I don't get it.
I guess it is a bit of an investment because you got to figure if it's already fetching $1 million, then that's the baseline. It's only going to go up for the 19-year-old budding superstar in the NBA, the phenom out of the state of Maine. Here's another weird headline that I saw today. The state of Indiana is trying to rip the Bears away from Chicago, and they moved one step closer. They passed a bill trying to lure the Bears to to Indiana. Yes, the Bears. Indiana lawmakers in the state house Ways and Means Committee unanimously approved an amendment to Indiana State Bill 27. What all that means is that it would clear a path for the Bears to build a stadium in Hammond, Indiana, and it would create a Northwest Indiana Stadium Authority. So they've got a whole committee trying to pull the Bears down from Chicago into Indiana. Just think about that for a second. How weird would it be to have a brand as iconic as the Chicago Bears in the NFL just up and move in the middle of a year?
So, 25 miles from Hammond, Indiana, to basically downtown Chicago. Now, San Francisco 49ers, they play in Santa Clara. That's an hour away.
But it's the same state.
It's true. Well, there's a couple teams that also have a state in their name
Sure.
that play across the river in New Jersey. My question is, will it be a dome?
That's the worst part of these new NFL stadiums. Now, Buffalo is a little bit of a compromise because the field's still exposed, right? They just have kind of that, like, Coliseum-style ceiling, whatever you want to call it, going around the upper deck to protect the fans. But I believe the field itself is exposed. I'm not totally sure about that.
I believe so.
From what I've seen so far, anyways.
I know the discussions in Chicago, if the city was going to build the stadium, it would have to be a dome because – Chicago, they really don't have a venue to hold your Final Fours, those sort of events. A Super Bowl, for example. I mean, it's like Chicago will never get a Super Bowl unless they have a dome.
Still, though, I mean, this would be like the Patriots up and moving to Rhode Island, to Providence. It just feels weird. Feels strange as, we got a big man peering over our back here. I was like, what the heck is going on there? You want to come sit in with us for a second? We got a spare headset here. I'm sure he's a busy, busy man. He's got 5 minutes. Come grace us with your presence. Jack Webb coming on over here. 5 minutes. Must have a big hit coming up for the 6 o'clock news in just a little bit. But you've been over there down along the baseline every second of every day here.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoying, what is this for you? Tourney number two.
Number
okay,
two.
number two, but number one is the big dog.
Number one is the guy in charge, and it is a lot. Now, see, I can't even talk about number two in general. I mean, when you're comparing that to some people here who have been working this for decades, you know what I mean? I'm almost embarrassed to say that out loud.
Yeah, you're still young, Jack.
Very.
There are some people here measuring their tourneys in scores when they're talking 1 or 2 or 3.
That's exactly it, and I think they let me know it too. That's the thing. But it's great. I mean, it's what it's all about. The 2 games we saw just now, those Class C Boys North semifinals, that's what it's all about. Going back and forth, high-flying action, great crowds, the community's coming out to support. I mean, that's all you can ask for in tourney games.
So in this segment, we're just kind of talking through some of the national headlines of the day because if I'm being honest, my brain doesn't really escape these 4 walls that we're inside of. You just get so consumed by it. What has caught your attention from the national world? Because we're just talking about the Bears potentially moving to Indiana, Cooper Flagg's jersey going for $1 million. It's that weird time in the sports world where locally we all kind of lose connection with what's going on out there, yet it's also out there. You got the Olympics happening, so the NHL is on break. You got the NBA just restarting tonight. It's this weird, time warp in the sports world right now.
It's a full time warp because, I mean, fellas, this place is like a casino.
You
come in here, there's no windows. You know what I mean? You don't know when it turns dark out. You come in, it's daylight. You leave, it's nighttime. You know what I mean? It's part of what makes it great is you got to learn to enjoy these long days, all the action. But you asked me. I'm glad you provided some context there because that's the thing about it.
We don't know what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on in the outside world. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't even know what's going on in a tournament down in Portland.
That's true.
I am all Bangor for this tournament, and obviously some Augusta when we cover Class A North. But for this past week, because for us, I mean, it's show up here, go home, go to bed. I don't even have time to watch my nightly Sports Center, check in with Scott Van Pelt, nothing. But the Olympics are going well, I think. USA
from what I've heard, women's hockey picking up a gold